Assalamu alaikum, it's me TB. This week I was reading the book Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. So let's discuss some points from that book. And for disclaimer, this is not a book review video. I will discuss whatever the points I have found interesting in this book, which I want you to know as well, in case you haven't read that. Before reading any book, I like to read a bit about author. So Daniel Goleman is an American psychologist and a journalist. His work is mainly focused on brain and understanding the science behind our behaviors. So this is the most highlighted point in the start of the book. Daniel Goleman says that having high IQ is a good thing to have. Like we see students who always get first position in their class, or children who score very high in their technical subjects like maths and science. Now we all can remember some of our class fellows who always get full marks in their exams or tests. So it's actually a great thing to be intelligent academically. But here's the catch. The author says that having high IQ or simply scoring high in tests as a student doesn't mean that the student will be great in his professional life, or he will get a high paying job, or he will be satisfied with his life. Because in professional life, we have to work under stress, we have to interact with our colleagues or employees, we should have an ability for teamwork, we need to have a skill to lead a team. Unfortunately, I don't have that. So there are many things which play a role in success in your career instead of just having an A+ grade in your education. According to Goleman, having an ability to work under stress and keeping your mood stable while still getting along with people is what emotional intelligence means. So basically, emotional intelligence is like how we motivate ourselves to work even if we don't want to, how we respond to our desires and impulses, like either we control our desires or act upon them. Emotional intelligence is how we keep our mood stable and not let the negative event ruin our whole day. It's also our ability to deal with other people if they are getting on our nerves. It's also our ability to keep friends and resolve conflicts with them instead of just leaving them at minor inconvenience. Emotional intelligence is also our ability to be socially aware and behave according to the situations. Okay, so that was a theoretical definition, I would say, but I was thinking that am I emotionally intelligent? I think no, but I'm trying to be one, and I want you to be emotionally intelligent as well. Okay, coming back to the topic, science proves that IQ cannot be improved much. If you have 100 IQ, let's say, after effort and practice, you can improve it to like 110 or 115, let's say, but not more than that. But emotional intelligence, our ability to manage our emotions more effectively, it's a skill and it can be learned. You know, Daniel Goleman have this idea that we humans, we act and behave mostly on our emotions. Like when we are sad, we might work less, talk less to people, or might talk rudely. We might overeat, which will affect our health. We might oversleep and kind of ruin our health. And for us to live a satisfied life, we need some strong skills to manage our emotional states, like being too much angry or depressed won't take us anywhere in our life. So we need to manage our emotions so that they don't impact our life and relationships in a negative way. But the point is, according to Goleman, we think that intelligence decides that our life will be much better, but in reality, handling the emotions effectively is also an important skill in our life which we all ignore. Now, being a smart student in class doesn't mean that the child will be smart in dealing with his annoying colleagues or work related stress in his adulthood or professional life. So there are two minds. One is emotional mind and the other is thinking or rational mind. So the emotional brain or mind actually includes limbic system and rational brain includes cortex of our brain. Now limbic system and cortex are just two parts of our brain which works independently too, but they are still connected and rely on each other so that we think, feel and behave normally. Limbic system, which is our emotional brain, it includes amygdala along with other parts of the brain. But for now, let's assume it's amygdala. So amygdala is an almond-shaped area of the brain. And what it does is it scans our surroundings all the time. So amygdala sees everything like, is this something I hate? Or is this thing or person hurting me? Or is it something I'm afraid of? And before going forward, I want to add one thing, that our brain tries to protect us all the time from situations or things we are afraid of, or from situations we think will hurt us, or in simple words, from uncomfortable scenarios. And it happens even if we are not aware of this consciously. Con- Consciously? Yeah. And it happens even if we are not aware of it consciously. The simplest example is, let's say you have to work in the morning and you have never done that before. So you will make excuses like, oh, I will work in evening, I cannot work when I'm sleepy, I'm not really a morning person, stuff like that. So these are not really excuses. It's just our brain's way of protecting ourselves from uncomfortable events. Of course, working early in morning is an uncomfortable thing to do and we don't like it and our brain don't like it. So our mind just start making excuses to protect ourselves from discomfort. Now that was the simplest example, but in severe cases, I remember a case study in which the girl was abused severely by her father in childhood, that she developed 2500 different personalities while growing up. Yes, it's a multiple personality disorder, and it was her brain's way of protecting her from hurt. And it's just fascinating phenomena to study deeper, I guess, that our brain tries to protect us all the time, no matter what the situation is. Anyways, coming back, amygdala scans the surroundings all the time, and when it finds something, let's say something which might hurt us in any way, amygdala act as an alarm and send signals to other areas of our brain. And the signal exactly is, this is an emergency. And then our thinking brain shuts down and we are not able to think logically during those moments. Think of the moment where you were too angry that you just lost the control and maybe you started shouting at the other person, and after that you regretted on your behavior. Now that's exactly how our thinking brain shuts down whenever amygdala sends emergency signals. And then either we fight or we flight. It's like either we fight the situation or we try to protect ourselves. And in this book, this whole concept is named as emotional hijacking. Emotional hijacking means when our emotions are so dominant that it takes our ability to think logically. Now, in real life, we don't face life and death situations daily, like a house set on fire, or having a car accident, or being chased by someone. We don't have these kind of situations daily, right? So, I will try to relate emotional hijacking with daily life situations. Think of a situation in which you felt unsafe. When someone is criticizing you and you don't like it, when you have an argument with anyone in public, I would say, or when you were being rejected by someone, or when someone embarrassed you, maybe in a group or even alone. Now, these are some negative moments to deal with. And these moments are exactly when we lose our control and we start defending ourselves. It's because our brain thinks that the particular event is uncomfortable or hurtful. So our amygdala sends emergency signals, and then we either start fighting with others or defending ourselves without giving a second thought. And trust me, during those moments, we start to defend ourselves, maybe by giving emotional or silly explanations, or maybe by justifying ourselves. And then we later regret that, oh, I should have said that instead of that. It's because these moments trigger our emotional brain. We feel unsafe and we start to protect ourselves. Hey, it's me, TB. While writing the script, I want to say that I don't know why I was not able to end this point properly, but my point is that for in future, if you have to face these four situations, don't react instantly. Like the main point is pause between alarm and your reaction, right? So in future, if you feel that someone is criticizing you or you are being dealt with negatively, just pause and don't let your emotions reveal your negative side. Like, just take this point from this, just take this advice from this whole point. I don't know why I'm not able to explain properly when I'm recording. So yeah, it's like just pause and don't react ultimately. Just don't do that. I have done this many times and it's so It's so annoying thing to do. Just pause, okay, right? Anyways, the core idea of this part is that try to understand the moments when you feel unsafe or when you feel negative about other people, and try not to react during those moments. My attention span is getting way more worse than it was before. So let's end this video for now. See you in the next one. Bye.